This is Peter Eliades with the Stock Market Cycles update for Thursday, October 31st. Happy Halloween for those of you that celebrate Halloween. The market didn't celebrate Halloween today, at least not with its typical update that we've seen in the last month or so. It was a good month of October, I should say. And the first chart we're going to show you is a monthly chart. The reason we're showing you this should be obvious from the line I have drawn on there. You'll notice that the trend line, this is a tops line, begins from the January of 18 high, and it goes through the September-October of 18 highs. September is the external high, actually. Once again to the July high of this year, and once again we have reached up to that high. So there's going to be resistance there on the one hand. On the other hand, should you break through here, we might see that final blow-off that a lot of people have been looking for. I should also say that a lot of people have been looking for a market tops over the last couple of weeks, and especially right here and now. And let me quickly give you a couple of reasons why I don't think that is happening. The number one reason, of course, is our price projections. But let me show you a chart of market sentiment. This is a simple chart. It's American Association of Individual Investors, and it's just the weekly reading of bulls in that service. It goes all the way back to, well, this particular chart goes back to '07. Their data goes back to '87. But a couple of things to notice here. Usually when you get at or near market tops, you're going to see a pretty good number of bulls. This was January of 18 right here, and you'll see the bullish bulls reached up to almost 60%. And the other highs that we saw didn't get up that high, but they were around the 45% level, whatever. The last reading that we had was right around 35, 36% on this indicator. And here's the important thing, and this comes from Investors Intelligence themselves. On their website, listen to this sentence: bullish sentiment, expectations that stock prices will rise over the next 6 months, pull back by 1.6 percentage points to 34.0%. Optimism is below its historical average of 38.0% for the 36th time this year and the 24th time in 25 weeks. Think about that. I must tell you frankly, I like Investors Intelligence better than the AAII numbers. They seem to reflect a more longer-term accuracy. But this is an incredible statement. Optimism, not only below its historical average, but for the 24th time in 25 weeks, it's below its historical average this year. Usually you don't form important market tops that way. Okay, enough of the technical side. Let's look quickly at the offsets and the projections here. The ones that we want to look at are, let's start with the closing price projections. This is very short term now. These are actually the shortest offsets that we use. And we would have gotten a downside projection today on the S&P cash had we been able to close below this close of 2 days ago. The close of 2 days ago was 30.36.89. Today we closed at 30.37.56. So we didn't get below there. No short-term downside projections have been generated as yet. And the fact that we have upside projections, significantly higher upside projections, this is the one, the nominal 5-week projection, 12.1 to 13.8 day offsets. That calls for a move to at least 30.61 and change, and that's on a closing basis. So we're not going to go through a lot of analysis today. We're not going to look at any short-term charts because I think we're going to get a lot better picture tomorrow by the close as to where we stand. In the meantime, what I'm looking for is higher prices. As I've told you, upside projections remain in effect until they are either met or invalidated. Neither one of those has happened. If they're going to be invalidated, You'll be the first ones to know. That's it for now. Hopefully a relatively short update that wrapped things up quickly. We'll talk to you with a longer weekend update tomorrow.